This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to share with you my violet syrup recipe. This is one of my favorite things to craft each spring, and this year is particularly special because I finally stumbled across sweet violets in the wild. Violet syrup is traditionally made with sweet violets, but you really can make it with any of the violets in the viola genus. Typically, I've made violet syrup with blue violets, which are native to where I grew up, but they don't have that same signature scent and flavor of the sweet violet. And it has been so special getting to work with this traditional herb. Violets are heralds of spring. They are some of the very first flowers to pop up, a signal of the warmer days to come. And fittingly in magic, they tie strongly to happiness and harmony. Crafting violet syrup is a fantastic way to welcome this season and to just add a pop of joy into your life. So I hope you enjoy this recipe and are inspired to get crafting with the sweet violets growing around you. Or any violets growing around you. But before we dive in, this video is sponsored, so let's hear a little bit more about that first. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace domains make it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair, all-inclusive price. No hidden fees or add-ons required. Every Squarespace domain comes with advanced privacy and security tools included to ensure your domain remains online and protected. Plus, Squarespace provides everything you need to bring more of your dreams to life. Whether that means building a website or adding a professional email service. Squarespace also makes it easy to create members-only content for your community. Monetize your content by selling access to online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships. Start with a full customizable website and earn recurring revenue by gating your content behind a paywall. Simply set the price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or subscription for access. You can also make smarter business decisions with Squarespace's intuitive built-in analytics tools. Review website traffic, learn where to focus engagement, and track revenue from bookings, invoices, or product sales all from one place. So if this sounds interesting to you, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/thegreenwitch to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring, and let's get back into it. Alrighty, welcome back. First things first, as this is a wild crafted recipe, it's important to follow safe foraging techniques, harvest from clean locations, harvest no more than you need, and leave the area in a sustainable way so that the violets can continue to come back year after year, and be respectful of the nature that you are harvesting from. This is a gift and something that should be celebrated and not taken advantage of. But overall, enjoy it. It is such a beautiful process to go out into the wilds and collect these flowers. This recipe is exceptionally simple, and it does take 2 days to complete, but if you only have 1 day, you can do it a little quicker. The traditional way just requires a little bit of an overnight wait. But the wait is well worth it. So to begin, let's talk about the ingredients you need. All you'll need is 1 part sweet violet petals, 1 part water, 1 part sugar, and lemon juice to your preference. The first step is to gather your violets. Within the recipe, we will only be using the petals of the violets, so I recommend collecting about 3 times loosely what you would need for the amount you hope to make. So in this case, I wanted to use 1 cup of violet petals, but because when they're all full flowers and they still have some greenery attached, they do take up quite a bit more space. So harvest 3 times the amount you were hoping to use. 2 times the amount will also work. Once you've gathered your violets, take them home and rinse them off, just to get rid of the bugs and dirt. But do this quickly, you don't want to lose any of the flavor on them. Then separate the petals from the stems, leaves, and the calyxes. All you want are the purple petals, nothing else that's a part of the violets, none of the greenery especially. The violet petals themselves house that sweet flavor and fragrance. Everything else, while it is edible, will give it a more green flavor, which is something I've done before. It is certainly a labor of love to separate all of the petals, but I personally believe it is well worth it because the flavor you get in the end is incredible. Once your petals are fully separated, add them to a heat-safe container and bring your water to a boil. Just get it up to a boil and then immediately take it off the heat and allow it to cool for 5 minutes. It's essential that you let the water cool down for this entire time, or else it can burn away the color. And I don't know about you, but the color of the violet syrup is one of the most appealing aspects to me, next to its flavor. Once it has cooled down for 5 minutes, pour it over your flower petals and cover it, allowing it to steep overnight. This is the step that makes it take 2 days to finish. If you're in a pinch, you can allow it to steep for an hour or 2, but I do recommend letting it rest fully overnight because that way you'll get the best flavor and color. The next day, strain your petals into a pot, pressing out all the liquid from them. It will be this brilliant blue-purple color. It's incredible. Truly something special to see. And then add your sugar. Now we're gonna put it on the stove and very, very carefully, gently heat it just enough to melt the sugar. Again, we really don't want to burn away that beautiful color. Then allow it to cool. It doesn't have to be room temperature, but you do want to be able to handle it. Then add it to a jar or bottle, whatever you intend to store it in. And pour over it a little bit of lemon juice. A tiny bit goes a long way, but feel free to use as much as you want. The lemon juice will change its color. The purple color violets are a pH indicator. So when an acid is added, it becomes purple or pink. So you can really play with it and decide what color you want it to be, and then enjoy. Violet syrup is so much fun to make, especially because of the color change that happens. It's a really fun activity for kids, especially to take them along on that whole process. And honestly, it is a ton of fun for me every year to make as well. You can add it to cocktails or teas. It's also a beautiful addition on top of sweet treats. And it's just a special thing to keep in your cabinet for a bit of flavor of spring. Again, violets draw happiness and harmony to the home, so it is a wonderful thing to have around. Besides, it's a perfect craft to start the spring. So with that, I hope you have enjoyed this recipe and I hope you get crafting. Let me know if you do and how it goes for you and what violets you've used. Each one has its own unique flavor profile and it's exciting to get to know them all. And I very much look forward to trying as many new ones as I can in the years to come. So thank you so much for watching. If you can and would like to, I'd appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. There I share art, herbal profiles, book recommendations, and monthly workshops. I also have another channel where I share more vlogs of my day-to-day life, more magic, herbalism, all of those good things, and I also have a book. Good a woo moo. I know! She's part of the fire brigade. Yeah. I also wrote a book. It's all about herbal magic and spellcraft and will bring the beginner to the intermediate. So if you're interested in any of those, they're all linked in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day and I can't wait to see you again soon.